Hey guys, so I thought I would do a walkthrough of my Project Life Baby Girl album. This is just going to be the first half because I haven't actually finished it. I do it in a 6x8 album, and it's already getting pretty full. I really want to fit the whole year in one, so I have a feeling it's going to be, kind of bursting at the seams, and I will probably need to get an elastic to hold it together. But this is one of the Becky Higgins Project Life faux leather albums, which you can't get anymore, unfortunately. I had it in my stash when my daughter was born because I was obsessed with the idea of like snap albums and stuff, and I bought a bunch of stuff even though I didn't have anything to use it for. So yeah, anyways, this first one was a snap divider page. I put her name on it, and then on the inside wrote her a little note. I wanted her to have a book full of all the adventures that we had together. She was not a planned pregnancy, so I wanted to have a book of all of our adventures of Mommy and Josie against the world, that she would always know how much Mommy loved her. So yeah, this first page, I just wrote about finding out I was pregnant, had the pregnancy test, acetate overlay, and then a card. And then this was the due date that the doctor gave me. Not the due date I'd come up with, but this is the due date the doctor had given me. I wrote on here, because I remember seeing her heartbeat. That was like a moment for me. So I wrote about that. And then I have the ultrasound. They gave me a photo. I loved the technician we had for our first ultrasound. There's 3 at the doctor's office that I use. I only had 2 with my daughter. Now that I'm pregnant with my son, there's 3 that I've used. We like 2 of the 3. At the time, we liked 1 of the 2, and this is the one we really liked. She did really good pictures. So we have the heart and showing the heartbeat, and then this is just her first little picture. Another acetate. I'm obsessed with acetate overlays. I have so many in my stash. I don't even use them that often. I just love them. I don't know. This page isn't finished yet. This was my gender reveal. I posted this picture first. Don't remember what day I posted. We planned to reveal on Thanksgiving because the gender ultrasound was 2 days before Thanksgiving, so we planned to post the reveal on Thanksgiving. So black and white of the glitter, and then me blowing the glitter. A friend from work who's a very, very talented photographer brought her camera in, and we just did it after work. I worked in a daycare, so there's lots of glitter around. So yeah, so we did that, and then there was another one that showed this glitter being pink, and I wrote her name on it, that we posted on Facebook. But I just put these 2 in the book. I just have to map them somehow still. Haven't decided yet. About going to it, here's her name and what it means. Although I will probably write something a little more detailed about everything that actually has to do with her name, and tuck it like behind as a pullout or something. I haven't decided yet. And then the photo from her gender reveal, which I only got 1 photo at that one. And then this is the one we had right before Christmas time, which ended up being our last ultrasound. We were supposed to have 1 more, but she came early. This is about when my water broke. It was early. This is a journaling card with an acetate overlay, and a Snapchat selfie that I took in the hospital when I got there. And then here is like the first, I don't know if it's the first picture of her or not. Definitely the first picture on my chest, but I don't honestly remember. I wanted immediate skin-to-skin contact, but the nurses didn't actually stop to listen to what I wanted with certain things and stuff. So I don't even remember. I think they might have cleaned her off and then put her on my chest. So the first picture might be of her being cleaned off. But anyways, this is like what I consider her first picture with a overlay. And then this is the first picture taken of me and her together, a selfie. And I would love interactive parts, and I'm obsessed with these page flippers. So this just has this card, and then here I inserted a whatchamacallit thing, and you scan it and it goes to a blog post that I posted about my labor and delivery, because it was a little traumatic for me at the time and I couldn't really talk about it for a while. Not traumatic compared to other people, but to me it was very traumatic. So anyways, this is a picture my husband took of her in the hospital, and we were both obsessed with this picture. It's our favorite picture of her from when she was born, and in my silhouette stuff on my computer, I just typed this on it and then printed it off. And then these are her stats on a journaling card. And then a little note to her. This is from a Snap package that I had for a couple years. This is a journaling card with a photo and then an overlay. That's our first family photo. Unfortunately, they were all just from, like, 3 different people took the same picture on their cell phone, but so they were all slightly blurry. So I made it black and white to try to make it a little more doable, but it's very, you know, it's not very easy to see, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, and then picture of mommy and a picture of her with daddy in the hospital. I did a lot of pictures from the hospital. When I started this, I was just going along, not really thinking about how much room I would actually need for a whole year's album. And I would have done 2 years and 2 albums for 1 year instead, except that I can't get the same album anymore, and I would really want them to match. So anyways, this one is just 4 pictures from in the hospital that I liked, and then I put a sticker on it. I just added that sticker because I was flipping through it and being like, okay, some of these cards need something done to them. Then these are my parents, his parents, one of my best friends, and I just recently got a couple things that I'm gonna go back and add through, saved from Facebook. This was another divider page. Any divider pages I used, I laminated them. I don't really like having just a photo exposed because I feel like it's too easy to ruin. And I really want my daughter to be able to, she loves looking at this already, and she's not even 2 yet. And she loves to just sit and look at it. So I don't want her to be able to ruin it. So this is us getting ready to be discharged from the hospital, which took forever. Shocker. And then this is as soon as we got home. We didn't have her little bassinet put together yet and stuff because she came early. But, so that's Daddy getting her bed ready and then her all snuggled in. And she was just so sweet. She was just such a perfect little baby for the most part. And then this is meeting my grandparents. First little day trip out was the Saturday after we got home. So that's meeting my grandparents. And then this is my husband's grandmother. Some family, we don't have pictures of her meeting in her book. Sometimes I'm really good at taking lots of pictures, sometimes I'm not. But we would come to my husband's parents' house for a Sunday dinner every Sunday after she was born. So here's the first one from that. This is the first day of Daddy going back to work. Daddy took a week off of work, but half that was spent in the hospital because we went to the hospital. We got to the hospital around midnight or a little after midnight. My water broke on Sunday. So we were in the hospital Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And then we went home Wednesday, and then Thursday he woke up with a fever and he couldn't be in the same room with her for the rest of his week off. So that's really crummy. But this is his first day back to work. And he came home and spent some time with her. This is her first trip to the doctor and meeting one of my best friends who was out of the country when she was born, and wrapped up in the Moby wrap for the first time. We liked snuggling in the Moby wrap. This one's not laminated yet. because I haven't figured out what I'm putting on the back. This is that friend I worked with who does photography. She did her newborn shoot, so that's just one of the little pictures. I wanted a woodland theme, so she came up with this. So there's that, and then this is her announcement that we made with one of the pictures she took. Made the announcement on Shutterfly, I think. Another one of the pictures she took, and I just embellished it a little bit. And then I just finally got around to putting these labels on. I don't know what I was planning on putting there, but I was like, I just need to put, I need to finish it, you know. So I ended up putting Daddy's Girl and Mommy's Lovey, because I call her Lovey. So there's those. This is just a picture candid from home, us snuggling, because that's what we did most of like her first weeks of life. This is her first actual bath. This is her 1 month photo. I was really bad at keeping track of stats. I wish I was better at it. I wish I'd, recorded the little things of like, these are your milestones and blah, blah. I just was too out of it. I struggled a bit with postpartum depression and stuff, and I don't know. It just wasn't something that ended up happening. So I've decided to just forgive myself for it. I whipped these things up because I had like up to 4 months done, but none of these squares here done. So I whipped them up on my Silhouette, and the colors printed completely different than how they looked on the computer. So eventually I'm going to change it because it doesn't really match, but it's there for now. This is her first May the 4th be with you day. We celebrate Star Wars Day in this family. And then first Mother's Day. Later on, when it comes to June, I feel really bad because I have nothing to put in for Father's Day, because we really didn't do like anything. Like, I think we were too sick to go to church, so we didn't get like a picture at church like we did for me, and like, I don't know. But I did get the first Mother's Day in. And then this is her 2-month-old photo. And then this, I still need to print out the little squares for here, but this is her very first shots, and just a cute picture. And then this is the month of June. I actually did these couple of pages. I did like way late. I like to jump around whatever album I'm working in. I like to jump around. I don't really like doing things in order, and I was realizing just how thick this thing was going to be. I was like, oh snap, I need to like start condensing and being more selective and not using every single picture that I love and blah blah blah. So I started condensing more and trying to fit like a whole month into like one page. So anyways, so this is June, and then there's nothing on these because the way that the pictures and stuff worked out, these I'm going to fuse together on these 2 lines here. And then I might stick a pull-out tag in the middle there, but these are going to be fused together so that it's like one page. So it'll just flip from here to here, if that makes sense. So that's June. And then her 3-month page. And then this is her first 4th of July. And then just a couple candids from July. There wasn't a lot that month. And then this is her 4-month. And this one I might write a little something here, because when she turned 4 months is when we started food and she loved it. So I might write something there. So that's 4 months. And then I'm not sure here yet. This, I believe, is one of her pictures for 5 months that I took of her. But so I'm not sure what's coming next. And then you skip ahead because I have a few months in there that I need to complete. And then I did this one when I was doing like a scrapbooking day with some mom friends. Those were the pictures I felt like scrapbooking. I really wanted to use these wood veneers and stuff. So I really liked this page. It just ended up being so thick, it takes up more space than I probably should have put in this album. But I love it, so it doesn't even matter. And whenever I finish it, I'll do a part 2 video. And like, I will pick up after this to like show the rest. But I have various like cards and stuff here because I like to put those in. So just some stuff already ready to be put in. Some birthday cards. And then the only other thing I've done so far is for at the very end. I also put, like, when I have these type things that I think I might want to use, they're in here. I might not use them and then they'll be taken out, but they're here so that they're ready. I don't have to go searching for them. But anyways, the only other thing I've done is her first birthday party, which I loved these pages so much. I did these during a Facebook scrapbooking event, I think, is when I did these. So yeah, it says birthday girl. I made a little shaker pocket, which was my first time doing that in the album. And some stickers. So there's a bunch of little journaling bits. Each one has a little shaker pocket. I got a picture with everyone in the family who came. I have like little photo booth section, so there's like a lot of pictures. So I love how those came out. And the only other thing I have to put in here is on her, this was the Saturday before her birthday, and her birthday was on a Monday. And the actual day of her birthday, Daddy took off work and we took her to the Discovery Center. So I have to do one page for that. And then I will probably write her a letter for the very end. And then it'll be finally finished. But yeah, I have that whole section of, this is the end of July, so I still need to do like July all the way through to March. So, like I said, by the time it's done, it's going to be a pretty, you know, chunky album. Like I expect it to be like, you know, not really staying together. But I'm going to try to be as selective as possible. It's going to be rough though because the fall, each year, because this started in 2016 and it's now 2018. So for 2016 and 2017, fall is when I have the most cute pictures because it's my favorite season. So we'll have to see how that goes. But yeah, so this is Baby's first year album so far. So yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.